Hi guys, Vivian Central here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing the second instalment of a new series I think I'm going to start doing called the Is It Worth It series. Last time we did the Is It Worth It series, I looked at the Lost in Time box set, and I looked at it and as a set and looked as is it still worth it now. As that was slightly different because it was like looking as it is it still worth it as of today. But today we're going to, rather than looking at them, we're going to be looking at what is the new releasing, like as it is getting released, the Blu-ray HD like box sets which are coming out. Now I don't own any of these box sets because I buy the DVDs, but I do own full seasons of some of full seasons, such as I have the full season 26, the full season 23, full season 10, which come out, which are also available as the big box sets. But so we're going to look at the big box sets as a whole, and then we're going to look at the individual episodes and see what changes do you get, which could possibly sway you to buy them, prices and all that. So yeah, let's start with looking at. Well, although I'm not going to look at all seasons, I'm only going to look at seasons 10, 23, and 26. Mainly because I own all the DVDs, so we can look at all of the special features for these. Also because there's no point in looking at every single one, because it's just going to be a bit time consuming. But I just thought these is a nice span of the things. So you got a 70s one and then two 80s ones. So just have a nice look of general. So far I believe that the Blu-ray sets that are out at the moment are Season 10, Season 12, Season 14, Season 18, Season 19, Season 23, Season 26, and then Season 24 and Season 8 have been announced. So that so far means there's two Pertwee ones that you can have or have purchased. There's 3 Tom Bakers, 1 Peter Davison, 1 Colin Baker, and 2 Sylvester McCoys, which although you have to have pre-ordered one of the Sylvester McCoys. So we'll start with the earliest one, and we'll look at Season 10. Now, Season 10 has been out for a little while, so I believe when it came out it was at 45 quid, I think, maybe a bit more than that. But now obviously the prices with inflation and the fact that they are limited stock have gone up a lot. You get these stories, you have the 3 Doctors, the Carnival of Monsters, Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks, and the Green Death in this season. So that's about 45 quid to get it. So say, well, if we compare it at the time of buying them, it's 45 quid. So then in terms of buying them for DVDs, you have the 3 Doctors and the Carnival of Monsters, which both are on the Revisitations box sets, but they are also able to be purchased as singular DVDs. But if you buy them both on the Revisitation box sets, that's about 30. I think that's about together. I think they're both about, say, 12 quid, so that means 24 quid together, which means 12, which means they're about what, 6, no, 6, they'd be, they'd be like around 6-ish quid for both of those. Next up we have the Frontier in Space and the Planet of the Daleks, and these both appear on the same box set as the Dalek War box set, as they appear together, and that's what, about 10 quid to purchase, 10 quid, 11 quid. So when I say quid, I mean pounds. I'm British, so pounds. £10 for these together. So far this is what, about 20. If say the first two were about £12 added together, then we'll say the next two, Planet of the Daleks and this with £11. That means it's 23 quid. And then the last is the Green Death, which the Green Death you can buy normally for £7 on Amazon, so that's £30 altogether. So far it's arguably better to get them separately, because although it will cost you more because of the fact that the Three Doctors and Carnival of Monsters are in box sets with other stories, you'll also get other stories. I believe Tomb of the Sired Men, like Caves of Angiozani, stuff like that, you'll get those as well as buying and getting the Three Doctors and the Carnival of Monsters. Obviously, you get the episodes, like the story. You actually get the story. So, I mean, obviously, it'd be a bit stupid if you just didn't get the story. So you get the story, which obviously makes it, obviously, which are both even. There's nothing more, you get the story. So the only reason I'd say you could get the Blu-ray is probably for the special features, the gap between the special features. Now, I'm not exactly sure what special features you get. Not sure how many special features, what kind of stuff you get on both of them. But I do know that differently to the the season 10, you get the behind the sofa stuff, and behind the sofa stuff is interesting. It's basically some people from the cast and crew watching the episodes and commenting on what they can remember from the sets and stuff and all of that. It's quite interesting to watch them do that, but it's similar to the commentary, just you get to see them watching the episode and talking, I suppose. So although you're not, so I wouldn't say make that a big thing, and I believe all of them have the behind the sofa stuff. So so I wouldn't say that's a big thing, but that's what they has. Next, and this is probably the most, well, at least the funniest one in my opinion. So next we have the Trial of the Time Lord. I know if a lot of people who watch my things know that I'm not a fan of the last part of the Trial of the Time Lord at all, but when it comes to the Trial of the Time Lord, I genuinely think this is probably better than getting the Blu-ray box set. Again, as I said, the main differences of the price is, again, say £45. I got because the Trial of the Time Lord box set is similar to the Keys to Time, where they make similar smaller box sets for the DVDs. This comes in one box set, and I got this for £15 at my local Kex. So yeah, it's literally £30 cheaper to get the 4 DVDs than it is to get the actual 23 Blu-ray box set. Now, as I said again, the episodes on this are the same. The behind the sofa stuff might be more interesting, but there's still commentary on this. Now, I didn't mention it on the season 10 box set, mainly because I wanted something else to talk to on this rather than just the price. But they also released some optional CGI with the enhanced stuff, with the enhanced, there's optional CGI on these, and yeah, the optional CGI is pretty good. They do have optional CGI on some of the stories, like I believe I know I watched it on the Ark in Space, and I know I watched the Revelation of the Daleks optional CGI improvements, similar to how something like the Star Wars original trilogy has CGI improvement stuff. But so some of the DVDs do have CGI stuff on them, like as I said, Ark in Space, stuff like that. But then not a lot of them have it. But more. I believe in this season, that's my walk. Come on, Chris. Terror of the Vervoids has it. I believe Terror of the Vervoids had some more CGI enhancements. I also believe they changed the title sequence for this, but I might have just been misled there. But I believe for the Blu-ray edition they changed the title sequence, which was a bit odd. So yeah, again, season 23. I think if you bought season 10, yeah, I understand why you might do. But season 23, I definitely would buy these any day over the season 23 Blu-ray box set. And lastly, we have arguably the easiest one to look at, another easy one to look at. I think season 10 was like a good one because it had a mix of box sets and stuff. Season 23 is just a full box set, but then season 26 is one of the few seasons where not a single story is in a box set as the DVDs. So Battlefield, Ghostlight, Curse of Emmerich, Survival, all £6.99 or £6.5.99 for that, £6-7 on Amazon. So that means if they're all £7, that's £28 altogether. So that's what, £15 cheaper than to buy it, or well, £16 to buy it cheaper on than to buy not buy the Blu-ray box set. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's just all I'm saying is it's cheaper. Again, I believe some of these have optional enhancements. But I mean, again, it's just kind of like, well, you've got the optional CGI, you got your behind the sofa commentary stuff, and all that. Now, I do believe some of the other ones, like I believe season 18 has the Canine and Company episode on it. I'm not. You can say if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe season 18 has the Canine and Company on the special features and stuff like that. So there is some stuff where you could be like, well, I might buy it just because it has it easier. But I'm not saying that it would make it a done deal. But yeah. So, by looking at all of those, like looking at season 26, season 23, and season 10, looking at all of those, I mean, there's no definite answer to these. Is it worth it? Things are similar to when I said my Lost in Time one. I said there, if you want to pick it up. It's good, and you can watch it. It's quite enjoyable to watch, like stuff like The Crusade. But if you don't pick it up, it's understandable. Similar to the Blu-ray box sets. If you want to buy the Blu-ray box sets, be my guest. I'm sure they're interesting, and like they are enjoyable to watch the episodes in higher definition and stuff. But I mean, if you've already got season 20, I mean, I know some. It's the point where it's similar to stuff like it's similar to buying a game. It's like if you want to buy a game that you've never played before. So it's like when the Mario games came out, and it's like, say, I don't know, Mario 64 came out on the Nintendo. It came out on the Nintendo Switch. It's like, yeah, buy it. It's a good game. But if you have already got it on another console, well, it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, sure, if you've got season 26 and all season 26 on DVD. Is it then worth it to go pay another £45 to get it again? And I think that's the question, because if you've not got any of season 26, then you might as well. If you're going to start collecting Doctor Who DVDs and you think, well, it's going to just be easier for me over time to just buy the Blu-ray box sets, then be my guest. But it's just, for me personally, after already purchasing quite a lot of the DVDs before they got properly released them all, it just doesn't make sense for me to do it. And I was even thinking about possibly purchasing, because I've not got any of season 24, so I was going to buy the season 24 one, but then I just thought, well, there's no point, because it's a bit more expensive, and it ultimately, as someone who doesn't really care too much about the special features, except from there's a couple of special features that I might have a little look at, but I don't care too much about them. I think they just don't need to be there. But if you're a big special features fan, if you like watching the Doctor Who documentaries and special features, then you probably want to buy the Blu-ray stuff, because that would probably edge it out for you a little bit. Like, the cost would definitely be more reasonable to you, because if you like special features. But if you think you want a story, because if you think you want season 10 because you want to enjoy the season and watch the Three Doctors again, and you want to watch the Green Death again, and you want to watch Planet of the Daleks and stuff like that, then just buy the DVDs. It's in most of them, 9 times out of 10, it's cheaper. And if the optional CGI doesn't change the story much, it's like it makes it. I find the optional CGI is, they've definitely updated it a little bit where it's definitely different, but it's not changed enough where I'm going to be like, oh, that's the optional CGI. Like, if there was a bit where I was like, all right, this is an optional CGI section, is it the original or the new CGI? I'll be able to tell you, but if no one said that, then I wouldn't be able to tell you when it's coming up, unless it was really obvious, like in an episode. Because in like an episode that I've watched a lot, like Revelation, there's a scene in Revelation which I know where the optional CGI is supposed to come in, if it is on optional CGI or not. But but yeah, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Comment on whether you bought any of the box sets. Do you enjoy the box sets? Am I wrong? Do you think the box sets are definitely better value for money than the DVDs? But yeah. So yeah, I think I might make a series of this. I think I might possibly look at the Doctor Who figure range by character options, and possibly look at the book novelizations. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe for more of these Is It Worth It things, and obviously there's reviews. I make reviews and stuff. So yeah, see ya.